Did I start? Did I start? Did I hit go live? Whoops. Hi! I'm sitting here like, why is the text thing working? I guess we're live. Yep. I do now. So I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, we're live. I was waiting for. Are we not participating, chatbot? We're not participating. The sun is participating, y'all. The sun is here. But yeah, I guess I hit go live. Whoops. I thought I just hit hook up to the broadcast. So I guess we are gonna start early, which is fine. Also, the video I had on kind of triggering, so we're not even gonna watch it right now, or probably ever, because I think that was just too much. Well, hi guys, hello, happy Wednesday. It's work in progress Wednesday. I am mentally not ready. It's very, very hot out today. It's like 96, feels like hotter, and the house can't even keep up with the air conditioning, so yeah, the electric bill's gonna be high. But here we are, not making any money for it. We're just distracting ourselves from it. So hi Kitty, hi Phoenix officially. Chatbot, why do you not work all the time? Why do you only work on like Tuesday, Thursday, and I think Friday it worked? No, we were on StreamYard. I don't know. Chatbot, no participate. So here we are. I need this to be not blindingly. Hi. I should have a shield. Hello. Happy for the early start, having a rough day and glad of the company. That is what I'm here for. I am here to give you said company. Today has been a day for me as well. Oh no. Not looking forward to my electric bill either, and I'm not even gonna try going without AC if I don't have to. That is fair. I tried just putting it up a couple degrees so it would kick off, and you could immediately feel the humidity creeping in. So Willow was not happy with that. So we're back to the grind. And it's not even coming down, it's going up. Like, what the heck? It was set to like 74 overnight, and then I forgot to raise it up, so that part is my fault. But the house got up to 77, so it hasn't kicked off in forever. And I just turned it up because it went up to 78, and I'm like, we have to like take turns. Sorry, Willow, we got a fan. You got the cold floor. They've been told there is no W until after stream because it's so hot. So yeah. So yeah, what are we working on today? I think we're just gonna end up working on Kuro Kenshin. Surprise. Kuro Kenshin, I think I want to try to finish drafting chapter 45, which is maybe 10 more pages, and then I can start the line art, or we'll just keep drafting until we don't work anymore. That also works for me. Fog is here. Good morning. It seems it was meant to be. It's cooled down a bit. Some small storm / rain. It got the temperature down. I think when are we? My phone is on the charger. Oh yeah, it's saying 97. 97. No, I don't want to confirm my location. I just want you to tell me what it is. 45% humidity. It was higher earlier, so maybe that's a good sign it's going down. Feels like 104. Yay, so we're getting what y'all had over in Europe. similar, but unless, are you guys still getting hit? Like, how bad is it? How bad is it, kitty? I guess it did just get a bit cooler, but like, were you guys back up over 33? I feel like anything over 33 Celsius is really hot. But we're not supposed to get rain until Friday, maybe? No likey. No likey. I'm with the smartest puppy, Willow. She just can't. She's such a girl. Willow Trey will literally go lay out in the sun and like let his belly warm up, and I'm like, weirdos. Such personalities. May or may not get a monsoon storm today. That sounds cool. As long as you're safe and everything, like nothing gets broke or damaged, then let's bring in the storm. It's been nearly impossible to get it below 77 in my place, and that's 77 right near the AC. Who knows about the rest of the house? Same. Like, the weird thing is there's a sensor in the kitchen. It's supposed to be for carbon monoxide, but it's fancy. And it says the temperature over there is 71. It doesn't feel any different in the kitchen. So I don't know exactly where this sensor is for our air, but it's saying 78. We'll see if it kicks on, like if it goes up again or what, but y'all, I ain't made of money. I just got half of my car fixed. We ain't doing that. I'm gonna be unpicking some seams on the skirt I'm making because I forgot to finish the edges before sewing stuff together. And you don't want it to be bumpy. Absolutely. Partly cloudy, dropped down to 86, only 35% humidity, and maybe not weather of this time during a monsoon. Well, at least it's like not too bad, 86. We were at 33 last weekend and beginning of the week, but supposed to cool down over the next week. Ooh. 23 to 27 range and sounds so nice. The annoying thing about monsoon season is when you look at the weather forecast, all it says is thunderstorms possible. And your keyboard is stuttering really bad. Oh no, we need to get you a new, what's it, the Logitech keyboard? We need to get you some new buttons. Get you buttons. Alright, so since Chatbot is not participating, I might as well switch to this drawing screen, but I wasn't prepared, so I don't have anything open. I wonder if that did that automatically. I don't remember hitting go live. Oh, and this is all still set up in the animation format. Oh dear. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm very excited to make progress with, but unfortunately, we do also have to do the thing. So, let me open a file, just so we have something on the background, and I gotta take out this. Take that away. They're all docs, so it's not, you know, like destroying anything, but hopefully we get back to the animation before I forget where all those things are. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But this is the last page I have sketched out. It is actually 201 for the record. We're just gonna put a 1 here. 1. So in this chapter, things kind of turn around in the story because now I don't know why I'm acting like I've narrated what every chapter is thus far, and it makes sense to y'all, but Rikia, our main character, has finally got a lead on where Shiryu is, who has been her partner, but he's kind of slipping to the dark side, unironically. But the only way she's going to get help and find him is if she somewhat teams up with a demon who has already messed with her, was really responsible for her mom's death, so like she really doesn't want to team up with them, but she knows she has to in order to get anywhere in finding Shiryu's location, because he's off there. This is supposed to be the cover of the chapter, but actually I'm going to totally redo it with the demon as the feature. So yeah, so she doesn't really necessarily totally trust him anyway, but she sneaks away from the inn they're staying at and goes out. The demon is very cocky and confident that she's gonna show up, cause she do. And essentially they make the pact to go chase after the guy together, with his payment being the sword, Kurokenshin. And feeling like there's no other choice, she's going to agree and make a promise, and in sort of that like shaking of the hand, it was kind of one of those like, you cut your wrist, or your palm, don't cut your wrist, you cut your palm and do the handshake thing, but the one of the demons that he works with can manipulate the blood, and so he forces his own demon blood into her, which is what gives her a demonic presence for for like 700 years. 700 years, y'all. And then pretty much in that possessed, semi-possessed, like freshly shining new demon state, she is sent after the guy, just is exactly what we want, but instead of having a conversation or a battle just to stop him, hinder him, take away the sword, etc., she will end up being the death of him, quite literally. So that's I have to do that part, because now her possessed self has come upon him, and we need to do that so we can jump back to the present day and finish the final battle, resolve character feelings, and eventually wrap up this book. So yes, that's jump throwing you guys into the deep end with the story there. Me too, chatbot, me too. I just wish he would, like, every day, other day he shows up except like except for Wednesdays, and I don't know why. I think we will get to play with the animation tomorrow, because I have tomorrow set up to be a long stream. And I might plan, so it's scheduled for 3. I might break up the session to maybe do like 2 to 5 and then a 7 to 10, so that there's like a break for everybody to like eat, reset, get away from the computer. But if it's gonna be hot, which it is, then I think we're probably just gonna like try to go straight through and have like the puppy video breaks. And we'll just maybe like schedule break sprints or something. But we are gonna do a long day tomorrow, so I think I'll start tomorrow working on stuff. So then by the end, when I have no motivation to do Kurokenshin, we can do the mascots. Sorry. We understand that narrating to us also helps get back into the project. Yes, you caught me, you got me. That's exactly what I was. I mean, I did want to share, because it's like, I'm going to show you my sketchy lines, and if it makes sense, it makes sense. I really need to figure this out. I mean, we're only down here for a couple more months. But it's just so tempting. Don't go to the light. Don't go to the light. But it's fun to hear the random bits and pieces and wonder how they fit together. Haven't decided what I'm working on tonight. I think I might finally get around to orientation week in the game. 700 years is a long time. Yes. Poor Rika. So, to give you out of context background info on her, well, I guess it'll make it contextual if I actually tell you things. When she was born, she was essentially a stillborn, but her dad took her up to the mountain and asked the Phoenix god to save his child. So in exchange for his life, gave life back to her, and that's why she's always had red hair. She's carrying the Phoenix. So she had that throughout her youth and all the training and stuff with Shiryu. So they were known as the Dragon and Phoenix. However, after these events, when now she's carrying this demon blood as well, and she's being pulled in the direction of, she ends up living a good while as a demon, but there's like that huge guilt in her, and she cannot die. Because on top, like, think of it as a stack, right? So she's got her inner Phoenix soul, and now she's got this demon blood, which is already giving her more regeneration and skills. So as many times as she could be in a situation to die, she doesn't. She can't. And eventually, she breaks away from the demon that's manipulating her enough to kind of start her own quest to what she thinks is find redemption and find the sword. And over the course of these 700 years that she's doing this, because of course it's not simple, she keeps meeting reincarnations of present day Kentaro. And they keep coming into situations where he's either helping her look for the sword as well, or just kind of being part of her life. And it's not until now that we finally can connect those dots, because the Black Tortoise, one of the four beasts, has been manipulating his line to assist her, because they know that the time of the beasts has ended. Which, just to give you guys so much information right now, I guess this is the vibe. We have the tiger, the dragon, the tortoise, and the phoenix. All four of these characters have been hanging out, but the original tiger was killed by the dragon, but his son kind of inherited part of his spirit and carried on the dragon. So the tiger. Rika's been going on as the phoenix, and then the tortoise has been assisting the phoenix in trying to find the dragon, and she's also trying to stop the tiger, because the tiger is the one that killed her mom and made her demon. So all of this behind the scenes spirit god manipulation has been going on as well. We have the reincarnating characters along the journey. We have the struggle bus of just 700 years on this, trying to figure out life, trying to redeem yourself, also enemy forever. It's a lot. I am surprised that young me was able to initiate this story, because there's a lot of pieces to it. And so with these last few chapters, I'm really trying to make sure that I have everything make sense that needs to make sense. If it also makes sense to talk about it at the end. So it's a little bit of a balancing act to give it the closure that it needs without it dragging out. But also, you have to understand all the aspects. So there's another little dump for you. Am I stalling a little bit? but I had to get that out of my brain since we talked about it. And we started early, so it's fine, right? And the air just kicked on again, so it apparently doesn't even want to be 78, which is great. Now I've got Who Wants to Live Forever stuck in my head. Hi, Freddy, and thoughts of where Highlanders stored their swords. I mean, you know, the kilt was there for a reason. Kitty just figured out that she can probably just unpick the pockets and not the entire side seams. Nice, that'll save your work so much. It's a fantastic thing to figure out and saves you some work. Absolutely. Forgot the keyboard stuttering. I'm good with waiting a bit for Puddles and Coat. There's fun in anticipation as well. Yeah, that's definitely like a very good Throwback Thursday staple. That, like, if that's the one thing we can look forward to every Thursday, then we can keep it. Right, you haven't already unpicked everything, Kitty. When you talk about a phoenix and a dragon, I think of a song/album and a piece of art of a phoenix and dragon together based on this song. Phoenix, Empress, and Dragon Emperor song, along with Freddie singing Who Wants to Live Forever. You are creating some interesting soundscapes in my head, and you're also pulling me into the story more and more as you go. Now I need to hunt down music, so that might be the first sprint. Excellent. Get some of that inspirational music in the background. In the show/movie Highlander, sometimes they would have to pull it like out of their butt. Yeah, the angle, I mean, maybe them cheeks are a good place to hold it, but I don't know enough about that, unfortunately. Fortunately, maybe, who knows. Questionable content. Oh, thankfully Kitty didn't unpick everything. She just looked at it and thought the pocket should be enough to unpick before she started picking anything. Excellent. All right. Well, I think I've brain dumped on y'all. We've at least got our fingers itching for stuff to do. I'm going to switch back over to the draw screen and try to draft out the rest of this chapter. It starts about 180, so yeah, it's already 20 pages. So 6 to 12 pages for the remainder of the chapter. And we'll see how far we can go. In this one doesn't have the 30-minute timer, so I guess we're gonna do a 40-minute timer. Yeah, find some music, play your game, play with some seams, and we'll get back. Background music is going as well. Good, good, good. We'll do a 40-minute sprint, y'all. In 3, 2, 1, go! Do, 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 do. Okay, we are back from the first sprint. We got a couple pages drawn out, so we did officially draw or draft page 202 and 203. This is 204, which, if you guys remember, I had accidentally marked because I had misnumbered my pages. So now it's official, and I can erase the pencil that I used to cover it to hide my mistakes. Now it's official. Now it's official. Dun, 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 dun. Pop back over here just so I can. I feel like if I talk from the small box without chatbot present, it's just not. It seems silly. But let me really quick catch up with the chat. Keyboard needed a break. Hi, Elle. I saw your comments. I just didn't get a chance to reply because I accidentally hit go live early. So I will read those. But thank you for the birthday wishes. I was also playing the Winnie the Pooh DLC quite a bit this weekend because it's Winnie the Pooh. Obviously. But yay, I'm glad you're here, and now you can be here in real time. And I did have a very nice, pretty chill birthday. It was pretty much like I needed some new jeans and new pairs of shoes for work, so it was like it was a successful shopping trip. That's the key. It was a successful shopping trip, and we got Texas Roadhouse as you do. So I got steak and sweet potato, and it was so good. It was just a good day. Terry and I spent the whole day together, just us, which we haven't been able to do in such a long time. So it was really, really nice. And then one of the gifts that I got from my friend is adorable, guys. It's a little Lego vintage TV, which props for them doing it, and even you can turn the knobs. You can turn the knobs. Actually, I took the knob off. Oh, my bad. But you can turn the knobs because of the way it's designed. But it's a vintage TV with these little slide panels. I don't want to knock it out, but you can slide this panel out. I guess I am going to take it out. Even though I really like the fact that they put the classic Disney castle as one of the scenes. I love this. I love this. I cannot wait to finish The Office and have this and other things on display. But you can make 3 mini scenes, 2 others inside of that. The Lion King. Yes. Love it. And then the last scene is Toy Story, which I think it's actually super fun to have like little Andy's room. So I want to put them up on the shelf when I get all that done up there. I did contemplate painting today, but then I realized if it's hot outside, it's hot inside. So we're not painting today. Maybe that'll be something that I do over the weekend. But yeah, I love this idea. Good job, Lego and Disney. Whoever worked on this together. It's simple. It's cute. It's vintage. I love it. Yeah, that was something my friend had got me and brought to me yesterday. So I got to build that and then go to bed after work. Phoenix ended up listening to and watching a new video for an old favorite song. It incorporates the Phoenix and Dragon artwork I mentioned. I need to do some really cool artwork for them, but as we know, my brain can't also do fun artwork and make the comic. We can't do it. Isn't it so cute though? Happy birthday. Thank you, Thug. I'm not sure how we should pronounce that, but thank you. I understand. I love the vintage TVs. Yeah, I'm glad they did a vintage TV and not just like a picture frame or something. That it was good call. Good call, guys. Listening to it on loop ended up just being what I needed for today. Yay! Sounds like a fun way to celebrate your birthday. Yes, it was just good. Low pressure. I didn't, not that I don't like hanging out with people, but it's nice to just not have to worry about other people and take a nap when you need it. Or I mean, heck, we even like cut the grass because I'm like, I want the grass cut today. I don't care if it's my birthday. We're cutting it today. And then, yeah, stars are done for now. Today I'm working on a skirt. So the stars that she was working on, Elle, are like, so they're sewn. So they're like a little plushy star with some ribbons. And they're to fill a basket of stars so she can give them out when she goes to Ren Fair. And it's super, super cute, and they're very, very nicely done. So yeah, if you need a star pattern, they have it. Do you want to see the one I'm talking about with them as yin and yang? Is the cover of the album, so I can share it that way. Yeah, if you want it, absolutely. Because that's definitely the vibe of the Dragon and Phoenix, is kind of that yin and yang, the literally enemies slash lovers situation. So a lot of that lore has carried into the characters and built up over the years of me working on this story. I also clicked back to see like when I went live, just to be like, what the heck, how long was I live? And looking at my face when I have the other video on that I said was triggering, I'm like, you can see I'm just like no, don't, like it's too much. The video was like a commentary video on angry old people, so it was a lot of clips of where you see like old people crashing out, so like the not nice old people, which I think is what's triggering, is like when old people are mean and nasty, that just like, I'm sure it's happened to me as a child or something. It happens to me at work, to be honest, because retail. But when an old person comes at you, I'm just like, this isn't right. This isn't right. So I was like, I will skip this video, I guess, because I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it. We also love Phoenixes and Dragons. Who doesn't, right? It's a they're a classic. Post a link in the Discord and share an indie artist while I'm at it. Kitty and her sister gave them out on Saturday and people really liked them. Oh yeah, I already gave them out. That's right, it was the weekend. The hot weekend for you guys. Anything fantasy. To be fair, yes. Anything fantasy. Next print I'll post in the Discord, assuming it cooperates. That's good. Very good. So I think tomorrow also I need to film my mid-year update video. And we talked about this last time a bit, where I kind of like wrote down, I wrote down like stuff that I think is important and like the calendar events coming up. And the thing that kept popping in my head is like with the novels, like with Fox, Wolf, and Hound, there's technically 3 standalone novels that I have planned. One's a middle grade, very dinosaur coded, but it's like dinosaurs with elemental powers that are kind of dragon-esque, but they're definitely more dinosaur than dragon, because it fits like early universe of the Eden trilogy, early universe, prehistory as it were. And then Fox, Wolf, and Hound we know is the historical fiction romance mystery question mark. And then the 3rd standalone is the very like classic Disney, but more so Anastasia, like 20th Century Fox Anastasia. So maybe it's not even classic Disney, maybe it's more classic, why am I blanking? Don Bluth, because I think Don Bluth actually did Anastasia. So it's very much that classic Don Bluth vibe, standalone fantasy story. And of course, because I'm not working on it, my brain's allowed to think about it, so it's like, we should do all 3. And I'm like, slow down. Slow down. Slow down. But unironically, I think that's the word today, is unironically. When Kuro Kenshin's over, I can write whatever I want. So we could just, and then boom, 3 books. Maybe. We'll see. Research. They all require research. That's my little brain dump for y'all again. Can't wait for Novelumber. Brilliant idea. I know, I'm like, I just want to only do that. So we are going to work our hardest to finish Kuro Kenshin by November for sure. Can't wait for the autumn weather as well. Yeah, I think we're all like, okay, summer, you came in too hot. Slow it down, please. Slow it down. Share a link to the Balance of Nature song. Okay, good. I was like, I think you can share it in the chat too. Love the mental pic of the cute kid with the star. Yes, all the kids so happy they got their pretty little stars and ribbons. Oh, that's the part that I missed. There was a couple with a tiny kid and we gave them a star, so then the kid toddled around waving and throwing the star. Aww, good. Success. The stars were a success. That's a hard word to say today. Apparently beginning Throwback Thursday early, because this is really a throwback for me. And Kitty is very excited to wear sweaters again once the weather allows. I miss my cardigans. That was the one thing that like I only wear at work. And I miss them. I see them in my closet. Or just sweaters and leggings, like comfy and cozy. Not changing my clothes 3 times a day because I stepped outside, God forbid. You forgot you could share links here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll let you share like any link that I know of, so. 20-ish year throwback fave. Okay, we're throwing it back. We're throwing it back. Then again, like I said, Kuro Kenshin was started. Well, the first book was near done 20 years ago. I'd say it was in process. I'd say it was 2025 through 2028 was the first book, because I was learning and restarting. So 20 years ago, guys. Can't wait for the cold. I'm so tired of the hot. You know, it just doesn't have to be this hot. That's all. Like, if the dogs don't even want to go outside, what are we doing? What are we doing? Anywho, let us do another sprint, I think. I think we do another sprint. I am going to update my Habbity Babbity list, just so I can get credit for what I'm doing. Because I think we're just going to keep drafting. It seems like the best attack right now. Draft. What page did I just do? 202. And I'm estimating it'll be within the next 10 pages. So we're just going to put that many on the board. And we're on page 204 right now. Switching back to boom, boom, boom. Drop it. And then Phoenix is also telling Elle they might like songs created around Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, and other fairy tales too. I mean, I think we all would, yes. Maybe most of us. Who knows? Finished up reading Realm of Wonders for the sprint, and I also began reading The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. I think I've heard of that one, but I've not looked at it, and I'm still waiting on the libraries to, because I requested some of the books, and usually they're pretty quick about it, but I'm still waiting, and I'm concerned because they had a huge funding cut this year. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to get a lot of the books I need to read for like the Disney and Draw through the library. So right now I'm just trying to finish up books that I have already at home And then if things haven't progressed with the library, I'll probably have to see which ones are worth. I can do ebooks. I prefer physical, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Thug really needs to update the Habbity Babbity task. Haven't done so since I moved from Alabama. That's been a minute. That's been a minute. Yeah, definitely just tackle that and update it so you can knock off things that are relevant for you. Welcome to how my neurodivergent brain works. I thought at L, but ended up writing at L and didn't notice the thing and to choose didn't come up. Here's the playlist. Perfect. No problem. I keep misspelling your name. I'll listen to it during the sprint. Excellent. Well, I think it's time for a sprint, guys. Let's get it going. Sprint, sprint, sprint for 40 minutes in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we are back. I was just getting into it, y'all. Because I think this will be the last page of the chapter, and then the chapter cover for 46 should be our nice little transition between the time periods. In theory, we shall see. Things can always get modified, but we've got the chapter drafted. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And it looks like the temperature is finally dipping as well. The air still has not caught up yet, which rip to the, that electric bill's gonna suck. But I digress. At least we have the air conditioning. The puppies are happy. We have a willow under the desk. And I thought I had a tree somewhere. The boy is out there living his best life. Just want to switch. Okay. Fenix ended up visiting Neverland, Red Riding Hood's forest, and since I'm already homesick today anyway, Faye Hollow. I was watching for part of it while listening to my music and going down memory lane. I'll listen to 2 songs, and they are good and neat for the temperature drop. I need it to go a little bit quicker though, because these puppies are getting anxious. Just show me the weather without showing me all the other news. Thank you. Alright, Weather Channel. It's saying still feels like 101. Cool. Like, if it was just me needing to take a walk, I'm mentally prepared for that. But it's the dogs, and that's the thing they, Willow especially, she does not enjoy the heat at all. And it doesn't look like we're, even by the time sprint stream is over, it's still going to be in the high 80s. And who knows what it'll feel like, so. But Sunday looks nice. Sunday looking chill after looks like thunderstorms. Possibly Friday, possibly Saturday. So yeah. We would like that. We would like that very much. Please, please thunderstorms. Oh, I see the word coffee. Kitty made some coffee and continued finishing Raw Edges. Glad you liked the music. Out of curiosity, which did you listen to? The Blue Rose one and Rhiannon's Waltz. For Phoenix, it dropped to 82, and just wondering if it's going to drop much more tonight. Yeah, I mean, I would hope it would. Because you still got a few more hours of, like, the evening to drop. Just subscribed. Hee hee. I'm sure he appreciates it. He does make a living basically being a bard. Nice. 89 for L as well. 98 was the high. Yeah, so was ours. Gross. Grossy, gross, gross, gross. I do want to redraw this cover that like I said, this was the original cover thought for chapter 45. I think I'm gonna redraw it with the demon that she has to ally with. Just to change it up. Just to change it up. But probably on the next sprint I'll do that, and I think should I? I want a decaf coffee just because I want a coffee. I don't know if I should though. Like, I think it's still gonna be too warm. You know what I mean? I don't know. I probably do need to fill up on water. So if you guys haven't, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Maybe I will make that. Maybe I'll just make the decaf coffee for sprint. And the creamer will cool it off a bit. Maybe I'll throw some ice. Who knows? Who knows? It is Brother Bear. You got the paw and the hand, and you got Coda and Kenai. Yeah, my Brother Bear shirt. You got me. I mean, most of the things I have are Disney, to be fair. I actually got a really cool Spider-Man shirt for my birthday that I'm sure will pop up on stream at some point. But yeah, it's either totally blank because work. Oh, you're over there. You're closer to the basement. You are hot. And you think it's gonna be better outside, boy? You're crazy. He's got his like head resting on the kitchen floor because he's on the landing, and he's just looking at me. Buddy, I know what you want. I don't think you're gonna want it when you get it though. Now I think I need a coffee. Okay, yes, the garden door open and it's nice. I would love it to just be nice enough to like sit outside. I can't do that anyway when I have to work on the computer. Such a problem. First world self problems. Or a chocolate / coffee mug microwave brownie. Yes, you have started the coffee cravings. We're all like, well, maybe we'll have something. Brother Bear came out when my son Dylan was born. I used to call him Dylan Bear. Oh, so cute. It's such an underrated movie. Like Atlantis, Treasure Planet, Brother Bear. I mean, everybody who knows them, as far as I can tell, have enjoyed them. But it's just they're not promoted as much as the princesses because, obviously, princess things. Which is ironic that this little kit thing didn't even come with a princess thing at all. It came with Lion King and Toy Story. Icons. Icons. Or Winnie the Pooh would have been cute. Of course, anything. I think probably hands down Winnie the Pooh, but it's Winnie the Pooh wasn't original. None of the majority of Disney stuff wasn't really Disney, like of origin, but they brought it to us. So on one hand, yes, probably my favorite Disney universe is Winnie the Pooh. I also acknowledge that it's A.A. Milne's universe, and there's so much more of it out there that Disney has not, I hope they don't own, produced at least. Which, is there, I would love to see if there's more, like if there's an actual like super cottagecore, like classic Winnie the Pooh spot in Europe, like they have it for Peter Rabbit. What's the other big one? Peter Rabbit, Winnie the Pooh, Paddington Bear. This is probably why I want to go the most. I'm like, all my favorite little like childhood stories are there. That and Spirit, I love Bryan Adams, This Is Me. I love that whole soundtrack. It was one of the few CDs that I ever bought. Love the soundtrack for Spirit. Love Spirit horses. Just love it. The kitchen is so much warmer than expected once you get there. Oh no, Phoenix. Can you brave it long enough for a microwave brownie that'll be delicious in front of the AC? And Dog has these cats who don't care how hot it is outside. Well, Moto Kitty stays in the warmest part of the house. Doesn't like the AC. Interesting. Cats are weird. But they do like to sunbathe. Are you part cat? He's not looking at me anymore. No, he does like to sunbathe too. Oh. I was nicknamed that in high school because I was told I look like Winnie from the Wonder Years. Oh. I mean, that's probably better than being told you look like Winnie the Pooh. Kitty listened to an audiobook about the real places that inspired Milne in writing Pooh, which is really interesting. Ooh, I would love that. Separate from Winnie the Pooh, but yes, I love Pooh and Piglet and Eeyore and the whole gang. Yeah, the whole gang's great. I'd probably, if I ever get out to the UK, my like bucket list is gonna be that Peter Rabbit, Winnie the Pooh, Paddington Bear, like whatever little villages I can find that are like relevant to it or have a huge homage to it. Like that would really hurt my wallet. Cats are originally from the desert, that is fair. I like to sunbathe too when it's cold outside and the sun's out. Yes, we need that vitamin D. I think the bridge where they drop the sticks in the river actually exists. We can play Pooh sticks? I wonder if that's like a thing. I wonder if Google's gonna listen and like recommend this thing to me next. Grew up loving the classic Winnie the Pooh, still love the classic Pooh. Yeah, I prefer classic Winnie the Pooh visually. And then the first two movies that Disney produced, the original kind of like stories, and then the Christopher Robin movie is the best that they've done. Then Tigger movie, probably. Piglet movie was good, but I don't like the music in it. And then the other stuff, it kind of just became more of like the cash grabs, but they all have their charm, and when I feel icky sicky, I will absolutely throw on some Winnie the Pooh. Give me some Pedialyte, some crackers, and Winnie the Pooh. Yes, a YouTube gang trip. Trust me, there's so many trips that I want to take. I'd love to go to the Pooh places. Of course, I also mean the whole gang of the 100 Acre Woods. That's your keyboard, Phoenix. It's fine. Just blame the keyboard. Playing Pooh Sticks and Winnie the Pooh in general on Dreamlight Valley is my peaceful place now. It is very much like compared to the other DLCs, even though it's got all the freaking tasks again. Like, I wish they had decreased that because it's a smaller DLC. But even with that, it's Winnie the Pooh. It's very chill. I also love, I think only Elle's gonna get this, but they, in every area you get Chez Remy, so you get the Ratatouille restaurant essentially, and you get Scrooge McDuck's store, like a general store. And they started trying to make them look unique with like, here's more fall stuff around this one, and I think the Wish Blossom one was kind of more like ski resort vibes, but they fully embraced it for Winnie the Pooh, and they're in trees. It's so cute. It's so cute. Sure. Best DLC yet, 100%. I got World of Pooh, the big book for my 5th birthday, first real book I ever read. I hope you still have it. When I'm sick, I tend towards Little Toot. Oh, Little Toot. Lambert the Sheepish Lion, Beale's cartoon, all the stuff on the VH tapes my parents popped in when I was sick. That is a fantastic first book, Thug. I love the TARDIS style tree Remy, the Remy and Scrooge trees. Smaller on the outside, huge on the inside. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Absolutely, when they do their survey, I'm going to be like, best DLC ever. Now that I feel much more relaxed, I don't want to do anything. But we are going to do another sprint. I think this will probably be the last one, because 40 minutes will take us to like 9:30. And we did kind of start early on accident. But we'll probably do one more sprint. I will... Do I do the coffee or not? I think I'll skip the coffee just because it is still that warm. But I'm gonna go fill up my water for sure. We're gonna hydrate. I'm gonna redraw the cover for chapter 45. And then if I have time left in the sprint, I'm going to run over my notes for the update video tomorrow. So since I have you lovely ladies and peoples, and I don't know if, is anybody watching this a man? I don't think so. I don't think we've got everybody here, but it doesn't matter. I have you guys. You're my peoples. If you have any questions, like it doesn't have to be like a full Q&A style, but if you would like to ask me anything, then put it in the comment. It can be about my projects. It can be about the dogs. It doesn't necessarily have to be about me. Like, as much as I'm on here, I don't necessarily feel like there's too much more I can share about myself. But ask me about any of my books, my art, whatever, puppies, if you want to leave that in the comments. Yeah, everybody is what they want to be. Generally, I mean, I feel like ladies and gentlemen is always the thing, but we need to make one that's everybody. But there might be something already out there. I am not the most educated on it. I apologize. But yeah, anything you guys want me to maybe answer as a question in the mid-year update, feel free. I will write it down. I have my notebook. Ladies and gentlefolk. Gentlefolk. It sounds like fairy folk. Gentlefolk. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Oh, we love that. I love a rhyme. Gentlefolk. I know. I'm like, ooh, gentlefolk and the rhyme. I think we'll do, well, I don't know. I don't know what I'll remember, but I like gentlefolk and I like guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Hi. Not yet. We have to do one more sprint. I'm sorry, Bubba. You have to wait like 45 minutes. It's still hot out, I promise. He doesn't believe me. Look at this boy. Bubba. Rayru. I know you wanna, but you gotta wait. Yeah. Can we wait just a little bit? You wanna go lay down? Yeah. Want some whipped cream? I mean, if you're gonna bribe me, Mom. Okay, fine. Ah! So that came apart. Let me put you guys back where you need to go. Okay, perfect. All the peeps. I also don't have like a nickname for you guys as like my crew. I could call you my crew. I don't know how. I don't know. We're overthinking it. Yes, you will get the whipped cream. Just wait, wait, wait. Watch the line. Watch the cord there, bud. I mean, it is kind of turning into Worn Out Wednesday since we've done things and it's really hot out. So I think we're all just hot. It's warm out and worn out. All right, all the peeps. Creative Commons crew. The squad. Yes, you are my squad. You're my squad. All right, gang. Like Scooby-Doo. All right, gang. Leave your questions in the chat if you have anything you would like me to answer about my dogs or about my projects in this mid-year update. Yeah. Yeah, we're going Scooby-Doo. I think we all have a Scooby-Doo history. I think. Kitty, did you guys have Scooby-Doo? All right, gang. You have to say it like Fred. All right, gang. All right, before I obsess over that, 40-minute sprint. This is the final sprint, which I don't think is going to show up when I switch over here, is it? No, it's not, of course. Sprint, Will. Scooby-Doo's my favorite. Yay, we can do that. We all love Scooby-Doo. And it's a dog like a tree. Okay, we're obsessing. 40-minute sprint. We will be back to wrap things up. So this is the final sprint. Make sure you guys hydrate. Get some water in ya. Cool off. You know, Midwestern delaying this. So we're just gonna get into it, guys. In 3, 2, 1, go! We're back. I'm just gonna finish this line art real quick like with y'all. And I was thinking more about the Scooby-Doo thing, and I was like, oh, when it's sprint time, we can also say, let's split up, gang. In 3, 2, 1. Maybe I'll forget though. But, you know, gotta reference the Scooby-Doo stuff. Yeah, I'm just finishing the line art here for the cover of the chapter, which will be really, I think it's cool. I mean, objectively, it's just, you know, pretty simple, but it's, when the shading's on there, it'll look real good. I promise. So let me close that out. Yes, it was the final sprint. I did not make a coffee. I did refill the water and promptly forgot to drink any of it. But before we turn off Kurokenshin Brain, because we did the line art for that page, so we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. Because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 X's, which is 8 hours within our 3-hour stream. So when drafting and line art are the longest of the process, so very happy to take some time off that. just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's see. Phoenix 8 watched me work a bit and went down memory lane. Spent time with Moto Kitty. Dog went off to work, and Kitty finished the first pocket working on the second. Yay, thank you, Phoenix. We love a good crisp line art chapter cover, which it's gonna be weird because partway through volume 4, I think, or maybe it starts at the beginning of volume 4. It might start perfectly, but when my art style had changed while doing the book, I stopped doing chapter cover pages, and it just became like the first page of the chapter had the header as well. And then with the new chapters, I switched back to having the chapter cover. So there's like probably 10 odd chapters that don't have a chapter cover. And I've thought about just drawing one to go back in and put it, but we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We've done a lot of work already getting this thing this far, so it may not be necessary. But yeah, I like adding them back in for sure. Finding a kitty who doesn't think the keyboard ought to get the attention over petting him. Moto KJ. That's okay. The puppers have gone. I need my phone to, my phone is charged. So I need to take them on a W, and it's already dark, so yeah, we gotta go do that. Tomorrow, the stream is scheduled for 3. And I think just because it's still gonna be hot, that's probably, we're gonna start at 3, go to probably like 10-ish. But we'll have a longer designated break in the middle, and maybe throw a couple 15-minute resets in there as well. Kind of like a normal work shift where you get a break every couple hours, and then you get a lunch, and then you get a break. So we'll definitely we'll have to tackle some more Crow Kenshin, but then we'll be able to do some animation tomorrow, which will be fun. Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys do think of any questions, definitely let me know them. Because I'm probably going to film the video. I should do it tomorrow. We'll see. I keep putting it off. And Kitty will still be on her way home from work tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. No pressure. Like I said, we're starting earlier than normal, so I understand if people can't make it until their normal time. Totally cool. But yeah, we're gonna be putting all in the work tomorrow, and I do know that I have the 30th off. So the 30th, July 30th, I'm gonna try to do another long end of the month sprint for us. So I will double check the timing on that and get that scheduled. But it is time for me to brave the elements of the night and the heat that lingers to get these dogs the W they deserve. Right, puppies? Are we gonna take a walk? Yeah, Bubba. Are we gonna? Were you so patient? Yes, and here's the Willow. Oh, hello. Also right there. Watch the cord. Okay. Alright, just wanted them to see you guys. Just wanted them to see you guys. These are puppies. Try you. Look. Oh, there's a Willow. 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 Are we gonna? Oh, puppies. They can't see you down there. Alright. Glasses are coming off. Yes, I know. I know. We're gonna. Yes, another end of the month sprint. I know they're at the drop of a hat. Even if you brought them in, they'd be like, "Ooh, let's go back outside." So yeah, I'm gonna go take care of the doggos. I will see you guys tomorrow. Yes. Tomorrow, for a long day. Cheers of creativity and sprints. Don't knock my elbow, please. So, with that, have a good night, you guys. Stay hydrated, stay cool, because it's still hot out. And hopefully tomorrow I don't accidentally start it earlier and stare at the screen in silence for a bit. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!